The bus rumbled down the overgrown driveway. Cranbrook Mental Hospital, a name whispered with fear and dread. We stepped out, the air thick with the smell of decay. The asylum loomed before us, a monolith of broken windows and crumbling brick.
This was our investigation. This was our nightmare.
The setting sun cast long, eerie shadows. We unloaded our gear, each piece feeling heavy with the weight of expectation. This place had a reputation. Stories of unspeakable horrors whispered through the years. We were here to find the truth. We were here to confront the darkness. The air inside was stagnant, thick with dust and the memory of suffering, paint peeled from the walls like scabs. Rusted gurneys lined the hallways, silent witnesses to forgotten pain. We moved carefully, our every step echoing in the oppressive silence.
The main common room was a cavernous space, now littered with debris. Motes of dust danced in the weak beams of our flashlights. A chill ran down my spine, the feeling of being watched. We were not alone. I could feel it.
We set up our equipment, the familiar routine a comfort in this unsettling place. EMF meters, EVP recorders and thermal cameras, our tools against the unknown. As we worked, a sound cut through the silence. A low, guttural growl from the far end of the hallway.
We froze, every sense on high alert. The growl came again, closer this time. Fear tightened its grip.
"Did you hear that?" he whispered, his voice tight with fear.
We moved towards the sound, adrenaline coursing through our veins. The temperature dropped, a sudden chill that cut to the bone. My breath formed clouds in the air. We were entering a cold spot, a place where the veil between worlds felt thin.
"There," he whispered, his voice barely audible. A large, human-shaped cold spot stood out against the warm background. It flickered and pulsed, as if breathing. We were being watched, hunted.
The growls continued, circling us, taunting us.
Then a new sound.
A child's laughter, high-pitched and filled with malice.
It echoed through the empty halls, bouncing off the walls, driving us closer to the edge.
We entered a room at the end of the hallway.
A former patient's room, judging by the small bed and single-barred window.
A child's doll lay on the floor, its porcelain face cracked and one eye missing.
The air felt heavy, oppressive.
This place reeked of suffering and anger. "Get out!"
The voice was a raspy whisper filled with urgency and fear. It seemed to come from the walls themselves, vibrating through the very foundation of the building.
We exchanged nervous glances. Was it a warning or a threat?
We pressed on, our curiosity outweighing our fear. We were so close to uncovering the truth. We had to know what happened here. We had to face the darkness. But the darkness had other plans.
The door slammed shut with a deafening boom. We were trapped.
Panic surged through me, cold and sharp. The temperature plummeted, the air growing thick and icy. We were no longer alone. The entity was here.
A shadow moved in the corner of my eye. I swung around, my flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. There, for a fleeting moment, I saw it. A tall skeletal figure, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Then it was gone. The room seemed to press in on us, the air thick with dread. We had to get out, now.
We threw ourselves against the door, but it wouldn't budge. It was as if an unseen force held it shut.
Then, as quickly as it began, it stopped. The door swung open, revealing the darkened hallway beyond. We didn't hesitate. We ran through the asylum, our fear propelling us forward. We didn't stop until we were outside, gasping for breath under the cold, indifferent stars. We left Cranbrook Mental Hospital that night, forever changed by what we experienced. We had gone in seeking answers, but we found only terror. The asylum held on to its secrets, its darkness clinging to us like a shroud.